just obliterated someone with an end crystal. Very impressive, but unfortunately illegal in Minecraft. Unfortunately, because of how deliberate the igniting of a crystal is, one cannot use the same arguments used for an anchor defense. Instead, one must understand when this happened. Let me explain. There are 3 stages of progress in a Minecraft world. The early game, where there's a pretty limited amount of resources, the middle game, where the nether opens up and resources are a little bit more abundant, and the late game, where end cities are open and pretty much everything is unlimited. Well, why is any of this important? Inflation. Products decrease in value the more of a product there is. To take advantage of this, post bail and set the trial to start a month later, in the late game. Once you're at the trial, bring up end cities and whatnot being opened, meaning what your opponent lost, which might not be anything, but we'll get to that later, is no longer worth that much. You will still have to pay a fine though. The only time you won't have to pay a fine is if your opponent drops nothing, because no harm was done. Here's another little trick in case the prosecutor says what your opponent lost was worth a lot to your opponent. Your Honor, the prosecutor is clearly being irrational by making such a statement, for they are assigning a higher price to something they made because they made it. This is the IKEA effect in action. Now that you know how to get out of paying too much, you need to know how to get out of jail time. To do that, say something along the lines of, Your Honor, my client is simply insane.